The screen fades in slowly. A dim glow. A quiet studio. And then, a voice. Measured. Certain. For years, millions have tuned in to hear Rachel Maddow break down the world's most complex stories. But honestly, what if the perspective you hear every night isn't just about politics? What if it's shaped by something far deeper, something personal? Because behind the headlines, behind the analysis, there's a story most people never stop to consider. Rachel Maddow didn't arrive in front of the camera by accident. Born in California, raised in a family that valued education and curiosity, her path wasn't about fame, it was about understanding. In many ways, that's what makes this story different. Before television, before the spotlight, she was a scholar, a thinker, someone who asked questions others didn't always think to ask. Her academic journey took her far beyond expectations. From Stanford to Oxford, she immersed herself in political science, not just as a subject, but as a lens to see the world. But here's what most people don't realize. The transition from academia to media wasn't obvious. It wasn't guaranteed. It was a leap. Radio became her first real platform. Small beginnings. Late nights. A voice finding its rhythm. And then, slowly, something clicked. The breakthrough didn't come with noise. It came with clarity. When she joined MSNBC, everything shifted. Her style, calm but sharp, analytical yet deeply human, stood out in a landscape often dominated by noise. Honestly, it wasn't just what she said. It was how she said it. The pauses. The structure. The sense that every word had weight. And just like that, she wasn't just reporting the news anymore. She was shaping how people understood it. But behind the scenes, the story becomes more complicated. Fame, especially in political media, isn't neutral. It comes with scrutiny, pressure, and constant criticism. Many believe that Maddow's composed presence on screen hides the intensity of that pressure. The expectations to be right, to be precise, to carry influence responsibly. There were defining moments. Coverage that went beyond headlines and into narrative. Nights where her monologues didn't just inform, they resonated deeply. But with that influence came controversy. Because in today's world, perspective itself can divide. And then, there were quieter shifts. Not silence in the traditional sense, but a recalibration. A step back from the relentless pace. In many ways, this is where the story becomes more human. The weight of being a nightly voice for millions. The challenge of maintaining depth in a world that moves faster every day. Honestly, that kind of pressure changes you. But she didn't disappear. She adapted. Her presence evolved. Less constant, perhaps, but more intentional. More focused. And when she speaks now, it carries a different kind of weight. Not urgency, but perspective. The kind that only comes with time. Today, Rachel Maddow remains one of the most influential voices in modern media. Not because she tries to be the loudest in the room, but because she chooses her moments carefully. And in many ways, that's her power. But here's the deeper question. What does perspective really mean? For some, she represents clarity. For others, bias. And maybe she exists somewhere in between. Because perspective isn't just about facts, it's about how we interpret them. Legacy, after all, isn't built overnight. It's layered, complex, still unfolding. And Rachel Maddow's story? It's far from finished. Because in the end, the voice you hear on screen isn't just delivering information. It's shaped by years of thought, experience, and quiet evolution. So what do you think? Is Rachel Maddow simply reporting the story, or shaping it? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories that go beyond the surface, don't forget to subscribe.